In this video, you'll get my honest opinion on the new Radial Technology by Schwalbe Tires, how it feels, whether it is revolutionary as they claim, and much more. Good morning from the Costa Blanca in Spain, my home. I'm back from 2.5 months traveling through Europe, coaching over 300 riders in that time and visiting some festivals. And the first thing that I'm doing is testing the new Radial carcass, which they claim to be the absolute tire revolution. First up, what's a Radial carcass? Well, usually the threads are diagonally threaded, and in a Radial carcass, they are at a less steep angle. So they claim that the material can deform better, especially punctually, and that this allows for more grip and more comfort. So I'm out here testing it, and I'm going to give you my honest opinion. And I want to say something about this. Yes, everyone can pay me to do a video, but no one can pay me to change my mind. No one can pay me to change my opinion. So my reviews are always very, very honest. I always tell people who want to send me stuff for a video, I say, okay, yeah, but only if it's okay if I share my 100% honest opinion. So this is going to be me sharing my 100% honest opinion of what I feel. I'm not a tech nerd, I'm not a tech freak, but I have feelings, like many human beings out there. And I want to share what I feel when I'm riding these tires on my super rocky, super loose home trails. First it's a gravel climb, and then it gets rough, dusty, rocky, and gnarly. Before we go into our first trail, followed by a super gnarly technical steep uphill, some tech info. I'm on my Lapierre E-Zesty, that's my light e-mountain bike, and I am checking air pressure with the SKS AirSpy system, which is amazing and makes life so much easier, especially for stuff like I'm doing right here, but also generally because you always exactly know what air pressure you're running. And I am running slightly more air pressure than the app suggests because I usually ride this air pressure, and I thought if I'm testing new tires, I better ride the exact same air pressure that I usually ride. And let's look at the tires first and have a look at how they look. First off, I love the new design with the tiny little swallow here. I don't know if you knew, but Schwalbe is German for swallow, the bird. And I like the new little logo. And this is the profile. So the tire has a small knob pattern. And due to the radial carcass, it allows for more selective deforming. So I have a video to show this later on for you, what that actually means. And apparently, with these small knobs and the new radial carcass, it will offer more grip and more comfort. And I'm going to check that out right now. Into the first short downhill, which is directly followed by a super, super steep and very rocky uphill. So I'm already going to go into a rather easy gear to be able to make that climb and check out how the tire reacts here on this loose gravel in corners. Wow. Huh. That is interesting. I'm going to comment on it more, but very interesting feeling. Okay, here's the climb. So let's see how it performs on this climb. I struggle with this climb a lot, especially on my light e-bike, and even more, of course, on my non-e-bike, because it's very loose, very steep, and you really need to hit the line. And grip is not there, basically. And whoa. Okay, this is amazing. I've never ever, like seriously, never climbed this climb as easily as I have on these tires. Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna comment more here because that is mind-blowing. As I've already said, that is mind-blowing. I have to be 100% honest with you. We tested these tires yesterday when we were filming the German video, and I was already mind blown. And then today, when I started filming the English video, I was like, yeah, probably I'm not going to be as mind blown today, but God, it seriously makes a difference. And this is not me saying this because it's a sponsored video or anything. I'm honest, try it out. Simply try it out. And I'm going to show a video about the deformation in a second, so you can see this is not me inventing things. It seriously is a difference. According to Schwalbe's tech sheet, the tire offers a 10% larger contact patch at 8 psi more pressure, as demonstrated on the left side here. And they promise a 30% larger contact patch at the same air pressure, which you can also clearly see on the right side right here. I said it's a difference, but how does it feel different? Let me explain this to you, or let me try to explain what I'm feeling. It feels like going from an air shock to a coil shock. It feels like it's dampening more, so it jumps less, and it just feels like I have more contact area to the ground. It seriously feels like a caterpillar. I imagine a caterpillar going over something and adhering to the ground all the time. And this is how it felt going up that super, super loose, gnarly uphill. So as you can see, it is very, very loose. It's super dry. It is very steep. I know a lot of people don't get up that climb. And we have another one coming right here, so I can test it again. And it just feels like the tire is less jumpy, more stable, and it gives me more support and stability. Okay, so next climb, which is the impossible climb. That's what the locals call it, because for many people it's impossible, and it used to be for me too. So now let's see how this tire performs here. Dropping my saddle a tiny little bit, because I feel it gives me more stability. Pedaling into this section, standing up, fitting. Oh my God, whoa. Okay, that was the easiest I've ever done that climb. So grip, seriously, is amazing with these tires. Don't worry, I'm also going to ride downhill, so you're going to see how they perform downhill. But that was seriously a tangible difference. It just felt, as I said before, more grippy, softer. It doesn't rebound as much. Usually when I hit a rock, then my tire will rebound a little, and then I have more time in the air before I find grip again. So now let's see how it performs on the downhill, which is, of course, is also very loose. Whew. Nice. Okay, leaning the bike a little to see how it feels. And I think, yes, also here, it just feels, as I said before, like going to a coil from air shock. It feels much more stable, and it just feels more, it gives me more control, but still jumps nice. So it's not that it totally absorbs everything, but it kind of adheres more to the ground. Wow. Even on all these loose, super loose stuff, it really goes into, it leans smoother. Because with other tires, sometimes it feels like you have this part of the tire that doesn't have any knobs. And here, let me just stop to show what I mean. This knob pattern here, it's very smooth, so it feels like I have more support even when I'm leaning the tire. And what I also notice is, here you can also see, it picks up, and here, picks up rocks more easily, which is probably due to the knob pattern as well, and maybe also because of the softness. But overall, boy, I am absolutely, seriously fascinated. And I have to add again that I know this may not sound real, but just try it out, because I would not lie to you, because I know that trust is the most valuable currency. So I would never lie to get money or whatever, because I know that trust is just so much more valuable than anything anyone can pay me. And this is just my feeling, that this tire, it lies softer, It absorbs the bumps more. It gives me more stability, more comfort. So now I'm going into ruedas gordas, which is a technical, very loose trail. And I can imagine now, after the summer, it's gonna be rougher than it usually is. Oh, yep, definitely lots of braking bumps here. Big roll down. And loose corners. Wow, amazing. Okay, I'm gonna shut up and ride a little to see how this feels. Okay, wow, I just committed a braking error, braked a little, or used my front brake a little bit too much, and my other tire would have already lost contact there, so that is definitely a difference. It also performs well under braking, which, yeah, it's amazing. I am seriously mind blown. So I'm not really a fan of saying that material makes a huge difference, but people I usually say like 80% of what you do is skill and 20% of what you do is the material. And these 20%, I am definitely feeling them. It seriously is amazing. It is a revolution. So thank you, danke. Thank you, Schwalbe, for this radial revolution. Wow, need to breathe. But we need to enjoy the view now. Check it out. Let's take these babies into my last trail of today. Again, a very loose one. Super loose corners here. And I have a steep section with ruts coming up that I love riding, but it doesn't offer a lot of grip. So let's see how it feels. So heavy braking here. Very, very robust. Nice to handle. Going into the ruts here and braking mainly front here, of course, modulating to catch a speed that I can't control. Rocks down here, and it feels very soft and smooth. Now going into this roll down here, speeding up. Yeah, definitely huge difference to other tires that I've tried. You need to try it. And here, all this super loose stuff. I can lean my bike into the corner and trust it, which is rare on this loose terrain. It really feels, when I'm leaning the bike here, it feels smoother and it feels sturdy in a way, but just it holds the line. Usually when I lean it, as I said, I have this moment where I feel like I'm leaning the bike into nothing, and here it's a smooth leaning process, so I feel like I have grip all along the way, which just feels like a great all-rounder. So I'd say the tire is great for people who like to have a tire and not think about it very much anymore. So it's a great all-rounder for people who like it simple. And the Radial Technology definitely makes a difference. I'm going to try something now. I'm going to stand up and pedal this up while standing because it's very loose here. And usually when I do that, my rear wheel will sometimes spin, even with good body positioning because there's so little grip. But now I was pedaling, standing up all the way, and I didn't have any loss of traction, which is a huge difference. And this tire really amazes me in every aspect. So I have a problem now. I'm going to need these tires in all my bikes. Okay, last downhill coming before I get home. Again, a for a change, a very loose one. But I love this terrain here because it really teaches you where the threshold of your tires is. And here, wow, I can just say it's amazing because I can lean the bike and trust it much more. Whoa, that was threshold. Yes, I can trust it much more, but the threshold is also larger. So rescuing that one with my other tire, I don't know if I could have done it. This is, again, very steep, very rutted, very loose. So again, modulating my brakes throughout to avoid gaining speed. More on my front brake than my rear, because my rear will skid straight away. And the tire is, again, holding up nicely. And all I can say is try it out. If you have the option, try it out. Yeah, that was my morning ride. I hope you enjoyed it. Do let me know in the comments below. Share your thoughts. If you've tried this tire, then let me know in the comments below too. And if you want to support me, then buy me a coffee. The link is below. Or use one of the links below to buy this tire, because I'll get a small amount and the tire will not be more expensive for you. And of course, leave me the sum, subscribe, and thank you so much for being here till the end. You may also enjoy this video. Here you can subscribe to my info letter to get a free track stand course. Subscribe to my channel. Much love. Goodbye.